Hey, Mike Riley here with ODTUG, and I'm here with Cary Millsap. Cary, how are you today?
Hi, Mike. I'm fine. Take two. I'm fine, Mike. How are you?
That's great. So Cary, how do you like Chicago?
I didn't think I liked Chicago that much, but I've enjoyed it more than... I think we talked about this.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we did. I think I said I was a little nervous about going to Chicago.
Yeah.
And yet here I am. Oh,
That's right.
It's a great conference, and I've had a chance just a little bit to walk around outside, but not enough yet.
Yeah, it's way too pretty outside. I say we ditch this interview and go back outside.
Let's do it.
So you had a talk yesterday. What was that talk on?
I did. You were there. You don't remember?
I don't. I'm just testing your memory.
Let's see. Yesterday was the most important things you need to know about Oracle. There were two of them.
There were.
I even remember what they were.
Can you tell us?
Testing and measuring better.
Measuring and
testing
and measuring early, right?
Yes. Feedback.
Feedback is important. So and then today you were on the OTN Lunch and Learn panels, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And Helly did a wonderful job.
Yep. Yeah, I was in there for part of the time. It was a nice discussion going on. Seemed like a lively audience as usual.
Yep.
So that was great. So what's in store for the rest of the week here?
Well, after this, I'm going to meet with Bryn,
yep.
and we are going to film a reality TV style thing for Oracle. If you've ever seen the real world performance videos,
yep.
It'll be in the style of that. And Bryn's message is about the thick database, the hard shell, the things that Bryn's talked about here at the conference.
Right. So how do you think, what do you think about Oracle's emphasis on the cloud?
I think it's right in line with, I don't remember when he did it, but you remember when Larry talked about the Burger Kings each having a database, and that the future was going to be more like professional airline pilots flying an airplane with a bunch of people instead of everybody flying their own little airplane?
Right.
It's right in line with that. I mean, why would we not want our stuff managed professionally by people who know what they're doing instead of having, you know, if I build baseball caps for a living, why in the world would I want to have to run a data center?
Right, right. So what do you think that does to the workforce now? Does it change it? Do the folks end up going having less reliance on their own internal employees and more reliance on Oracle to manage that stuff?
I don't think it turns a bunch of people into needing to go find different careers. What I do think it does is probably raises the bar of the quality that's expected from employees that are running data centers, and they'll tend to centralize. I mean, there may be some migration of skilled people to these centralized locations where these data centers are being run. But I see it as kind of more an ability to specialize, and just like you would expect higher quality from a professional airline pilot than you would from a guy that flies once every 2 or 3 months.
Right, right. So another thing I know that you've helped out with in the past that's going on tomorrow is we have our leadership program graduation, and you get to speak to those folks.
That's right. That's right. It's really a cool thing I get to do. The people that are there are always really interesting to get to know. I remember last year was particularly, it was just fun for me.
Yep.
And this year I've been invited to give pretty much the same talk as I gave the other 2 times, I think. So either the talk is good enough for a repeat, or it's just assumed that I can't do anything but that one talk.
Well, at least you're guaranteed a new audience, right?
I suppose so, yeah. and a few of the people, I guess, that have seen it a couple times already.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. I mean, every year's a little more water under the bridge. Could I call it that?
Yeah.
We get really old, really fast. Yeah. But it's something I'm honored to be invited to do.
Yeah. So I think it's very much appreciated. The ODTUG board always appreciates your input to it, and it provides a little icing on the cake for the graduates. So,
well, good.
That's great. So, special event tomorrow night, Museum of Science and Industry. Are you ready?
You know what? Ever since, so when I was little, and you asked me about Chicago before, I spent about 2 or 3 years of my life when I was pre-kindergarten west of here, a few miles. And I've always wanted to go to the museum that we're going to have the event at tomorrow night. So I'm probably not going to show up dressed up interestingly or anything like that. But I, for a really long time, wanted to go to that museum. So I'm really looking forward to the event because of that.
Cool, cool. So let's go off topic one more time. What do you think about the Cubs' chances of winning the World Series this year?
You know what? I've got some really good friends and people I respect that like the Cubs. I'm not one of them. God bless them. They're having a great year so far. I watched Jake Arrieta last night at a home run, which is kind of cool, and go Rangers. Sorry. Good luck Cardinals too, whatever.
That's okay.
But, yeah, I'm a Rangers fan. Everybody knows.
All right. Well, thanks, Cary, for your time today. I appreciate it. We'll talk later.
My pleasure. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.